to find new ways to their destinations after Spirit Airlines shut down over the weekend. The company saying higher fuel costs from the war in Iran led to its demise after more than 3 decades. News Nation national correspondent Xavier Walton is live at Dallas-Fort Worth International, where the last Spirit flight landed on Saturday. And Xavier, Spirit had about 4,000 flights scheduled to land through mid-month. What's happening with those passengers?
Marky, good morning. Yeah, so they are racing to rebook as we speak. Here's the other thing. We were just a few minutes ago, watched a gentleman come in, came to the Spirit kiosk behind us and went like this and said, RIP. He's now flying Frontier, another budget-friendly airline that's going to be helping out some of these Spirit passengers get to their final destinations. But that is it. No more flying Spirit. That last flight, as you mentioned, came in Saturday, or I guess late Friday night. Spirit says as of late Sunday night, most passengers who paid for flights with credit or debit cards have been refunded. Most crew members are back in their home bases. Spirit, airports, and the Transportation Secretary want to make sure you don't come to a ticket counter today looking for help.
So if you have a flight scheduled with Spirit Airlines, don't show up at the airport. There will be no one here to assist you.
May I have your attention, please? Jordan.
And other airlines, I just mentioned this, are stepping in, offering discounted rescue fares, as you see here. But you're going to need to save that Spirit confirmation code, and you're going to need to move fast, too. At airports, you're seeing the fallout in real time from travelers.
At around 2:30 this morning, I got the notification that my flight was canceled. And around 5:30, I had to find a replacement flight to get down here.
Like irritated because we supposed to have been back home. Like our plans had to been canceled. We had to reschedule stuff.
And you know, Marky, this hits everybody, not just travelers, employees, the thousands, also the industry as a whole with low-key, or rather a key low-cost player now gone. And full disclosure, you know, I'll say this, I flew Spirit a lot in the last year because I was going to and from Fort Lauderdale, which means that's one of their hubs, and you can get cheaper flights. Certainly for a lot of people, going to have to reevaluate and find out a new plan, a budget-friendly airline.
Yeah, and choose another airline. This is a nightmare for the company and passengers alike. Xavier, thank you so much. Let me now bring in Forbes energy contributor and host of the American Power podcast, Matt Randolph. He's also known as Mr. Global on TikTok with more than 1 million followers. Matt, welcome back to the show. I mean, this is a big deal. No U.S. carrier of Spirit size has liquidated in 2 decades.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure on other airlines as well as jet fuel prices continue to skyrocket.
Yeah. Spirit Airlines, the first to fall, but other major airlines have been raising costs to help absorb the higher price of jet fuel. You've got baggage fees, fuel surcharges. I mean, eventually it all gets passed down to us, right? Some are even cutting flights. Yes. What or who comes next for the airline industry the longer that this war drags on?
Any of your independent airlines are going to continue to have trouble. You know, they talk a lot about the merger with JetBlue. They're in trouble as well. Your big airlines should be okay. They hedge their fuel a lot more and buy it in advance, but any smaller independent airline is going to be in trouble.
Where do you think most of those Spirit passengers go to now? Is it Southwest, or, you know, which other airline absorbs those flyers?
I would guess Southwest. It's always been a reliable, sort of an independent-minded airline, even though it's much larger. I would guess Southwest.
As you know, I'm sure you've been talking to your 1 million followers over the past couple days. Summer's just around the corner. People are wondering if they should plan vacations, if they can even afford vacation this year. What are you telling your online audience who turns to you for guidance on planning the rest of a very uncertain year right now?
Well, unfortunately, gas prices are going to continue to rise. One thing we're seeing right now is exactly what we saw in 2022 when gas prices surpassed $5 a gallon. Tomorrow and Wednesday are very big days. We get the inventory reports out for commercial gasoline inventories available in the United States. We expect those inventories to fall to the levels that they were at in 2022 when we were exporting a lot of gas and diesel to Europe to help out after Russia attacked Ukraine. That's exactly what's happening now. What's scary about it is it's happening much faster. It took about 6 months for those inventory levels to fall to where they are now. Back then, It's taken us a month to get there this time, with tankers coming until at least mid-August. Lots of pressure on gas prices moving forward.
Yeah, tons of pressure. You know, we pop up these numbers here. AAA now puts the national average of regular gas at $4.46 a gallon. I'm here in Chicago just a few days ago, $5.79. It's just insane. We're certainly seeing disruptions. Do you think we're in jeopardy of seeing a gas shortage at some point?
I don't think we'll see a gas shortage, but people in those Great Lakes states are having a lot of problems, and it just shows you how sensitive the markets is. A little bit of a glitch at the BP refinery in Whiting, Indiana, and gas prices jumped by $1 in Illinois and Michigan. They had a power outage. They're still not back to full capacity, but it just shows you how tight the market is when a little power outage causes gas to rise by $1 in the Great Lakes area.
Yeah, it's been painful to live through, to say the least. Lastly, before I let you go, you know, we've been talking all morning long. Operation Freedom is currently underway this morning. You've got the United States apparently guiding all these hundreds, if not thousands, of stranded vessels through the Strait of Hormuz. Do you think that's going to help? And if it does, how long before we see those impacts on alleviating prices?